Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, how are you today, Hiroshi-san?
So far, so good. How about you?
Oh, wow, that's great to hear. I'm doing very okay today. Thank you for asking too. So, what did you do over the weekend?
As usual. So in Japan, the Omicron condition is terrible. So every day they renew the record new patients. So my feelings not go out. So just in my room and doing my hobby or something. So.
That's awesome to hear. So that is for you and your family's safety as well, right?
Yes, so it's not guaranteed. So the Omicron is very high powered of the influence. So there's some interviews that infected person don't know when or fear infected. So.
That's right. So they don't know when and where they got infected with that because they said when it comes to the symptoms, it is lighter compared to the usual coronavirus. But however, the transmission rate is very fast.
You are right. So many of person don't feel any symptoms. So that's why it's more easy to infect other people.
Yes,
so,
that's right. So because they don't know that they are already the carrier of such variant.
Definitely. Sorry, could you call me back again so that I can't see what? Yeah.
Oh, I see. So okay, let me call you again.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
I'll wait.
Yes, hello.
Okay, maybe this time back well. So,
that's good to know.
and by the way,
Okay, so yes.
I was kids bulletin board says that the Amy has bad questions, so then temporary quits. So have you ever had that kind of information?
About teacher Amy, actually, Miss Happy said that she's sick right now, and maybe that is the reason why she temporarily quit Kiai.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not really sure if that is related with Corona, but I know in her place, the number is really high in some areas in Luzon.
Mm-hmm.
She lives in Luzon, so but there wasn't exact details given by the company.
Okay. So I'm pretty worried about her. So your bulletin boards notice that. So I don't have opportunity to directly talking with her. So that's why I asked. So thank you very much.
You're welcome. So I know a lot of students has been worried, and also one of my students also asked me about that. So all the while I thought that she was just very busy, but as soon as I saw the post coming from the management, I knew then that she was sick.
Okay.
Thank you very much for your concern, Yoshi-san. So, yes, for today's lesson, we are going to have the lesson 32 from the Conversation American English. So that would be talking about car trouble.
Yes.
Okay, so let's now look at the picture, and can you please tell me what you can see from here?
Okay. In this picture, I can see a car which under repairing. So that car opens the bonnet covers. In front of the bonnet, there's one young Caucasian man, and he has short hairs and wearing the gray half-sleeve shirts and black working pants. He might be the owner of this car, but judging from his appearance, I think he must be the professional repairman or mechanic. Maybe the owner of this car called him for his car's repairing. He's checking the car's battery with charge device meters. His car might be out of batteries and can't start engine. If so, he need charge batteries. And beside of the cars, there is a red brick wall. It's a very old wall. So the underside of the wall, I can notice a very narrow ditch, and that ditch covered with the iron lid. It's a very nice weather. Sunshine dropped on the road and his back. I think the owner of this car is unfortunate, but also fortunate, because it's a very nice weather and good time for repairing. That's all.
Oh, wow. That's right. Very good. So thank you so much for telling a lot of things about what you see. But do you have any question from here, Yoshi-san?
No question, thank you.
Oh, that's great. So yes, how about in your case? So since we are talking about car trouble, have you experienced any car trouble lately?
Yes, I have a very long history driving cars, almost 5 decades. So it's many experience under the car trouble. So but not so much big trouble. So maybe the common troubles are flat tires and run out of the battery and run wipers, rubbers trouble, or etc. Not so much serious trouble.
Oh, that's good. So it's not too much. So when it comes to those troubles, you know basic troubleshooting skills?
Yes, sir. Basic trouble, just okay.
Ah, that's good to hear that you know the basics. Okay, thank you very much for sharing, Yoshi-san. Now let's continue with reading the dialogue. So can you please do the A part? I'll do the letter B.
Okay. By the way, do you have your own cars?
In my case, I don't have my own, but my husband do.
Oh,
So
okay.
he's the only one driving the car because in my case, I'm really afraid to do so.
What car makers?
He uses Toyota.
Toyota. Toyota is a very
Yes.
excellent car maker. So don't worry. So even the old car can't have so much serious trouble.
Yes, can't have so much trouble. So I'm also lucky because for my husband, he knows troubleshooting skills. And when it comes to Toyota, it's really reliable.
Okay. You are right.
Yes, thank you very much.
Okay, let's start. So when did you arrive?
Just a few minutes ago. I'm sorry.
I've been waiting for you for almost an hour.
I'm so sorry, but I had a car trouble. One of my tires was flat.
Oh, that's too bad. You could have called me. I worried a lot.
I'm sorry to keep you waiting and worried. It's just the tire went flat out on the edge of town. There wasn't any place to call.
Okay, I understand now. Well, at least you are here now. So let's get started.
Okay, thank you so much. Let's now switch the roles.
Okay,
When did you arrive?
just a few minutes ago. I'm sorry.
I've been waiting for you for almost an hour.
I'm so sorry, but I had car trouble. One of my tires was flat.
Oh, that's too bad. You could have called me. I worried a lot.
I'm sorry. I've kept you waiting and worried. It's just tire went flat out on the edge of town. There wasn't any place to call.
Okay, I understand now. Well, at least you're here now. So let's get started. So everything's clear so far?
Very clear.
So then,
Yeah.
very clear. Let's use the vocabulary review. I know you are very good with this, so let's read the following expressions and make an example sentence for each using them.
Okay, flat tire, tire without air. So I think that to repair a flat tire is very strenuous, hard job, especially for women, because the tire is very heavy and operating the jack is a little troublesome for women. That's all.
Oh, wow, that's right. So even in my case, I don't know how to change flat tires. Okay, number 2, please.
Edge, border of the margin of anything. So I think the standing on the edge of cliff is very fearful because it's a very high distance, or even if you are not acrophobia, so every person feels some kind of fearful. That's all.
Wow, that's right. But have you tried standing on the edge of a cliff, Yoshi-san?
Yes, of course. I have some kind of curiosity, so and of course very safety. My pose is very safety pose, so my weight, all my weight just back, and I just see the under the cliff or valley. So.
Wow, that's good. So at least you've mentioned you have that such kind of curiosity back then. So that made you experience such fearful scenes like this. But when you see the very beautiful view, the fear will be overcome, right?
Yes, and very famous sightseeing point covered by the fence, so that kind of cliff. It's a more relief for me. So but some non-famous place don't have that kind of fence or covers. So at that case, it's a little fear. So.
Yes, that's right. It would depend on the place.
Yeah.
So yes, anyway, thank you very much for sharing that. Let's now do exercise number 4. This will be the comprehension questions.
Okay.
So number 1, what was the cause of the car trouble?
Okay, cause of the flat tire is this tire stepped something on the road. For example, the nail, big nail, or thick piece of glass, or acute piece of stone, etc. That's all.
Yes, it could probably be. So you've mentioned some examples, so I bet you also experienced such kind, right?
Yeah.
Okay, then how about number 2? What are the speakers starting?
Through the conversation of the textbooks, we don't have any clue. But I guess it's something investigation both, and maybe the meeting, some kind of meeting. Anyways, some collaboration work together. That's all.
Wow. So you also imagine that they are going to work together.
Yeah, yes.
Okay. And how about number 3? Have you ever had car trouble?
I told you earlier, so the Japan car is very excellent. So the not so often travel. So but the winter season very easy to have a car trouble because and there's many accidents. So the snow and icy road, easy to slip accident, and low temperature need a high power of battery to start the engine, and wiper have easy to travel because the surface of the ceiling, window sill, breaking front door glass freeze, and it's damaged for the rubber of wipers. So so far I have a battery trouble and wore out of the wiper and also flat tires. So 2 years ago, my car condition have a trouble. That's all.
Oh, I understand. Yes, so you've mentioned a lot, most especially that those that happens during the winter season.
Yeah.
Because when it comes to the temperature, it becomes really low. So that would mean that there would be some breakage whenever, like you said, the windows of the car.
Yeah, yes.
So, yes, that is right. I also had heard some of my students who experienced the same.
Yeah, yeah.
And also when it comes to the winter, they have to change special tires.
Yes, of course. December, so almost. When I was young, I changed myself, my cars. But recently, my car put in the repairman's house, so and they are changing they have a very good machine, so up to the car itself, so it's changing tire is so easy, so just helping the machine of the electricity, so the manual changing tire is very hard work, but the specialist for changing is very easy. It's only, it takes only 5 minutes, so all tires changed. So that recently,
Wow.
I leave my car for that garage. So it's become expensive, but my
But it would be very convenient.
Yeah.
So because as what you've mentioned, it will only just take 5 minutes, though it's expensive, but at least you will not do anything about it, right?
Yes. So,
Okay, thank you very much. Then, can you fix a flat tire?
Of course, I can do. So the Japanese driving schools is a required subject. Even the women and old persons have to change the tires. So that if they can't do changing tires, they don't get driver license.
Ah, yes, that's right. So it's very important because it's just a minor issue. So even if women should have to do that one, right?
Yes.
Otherwise, it would cause other people trouble when you got flat tires out of the main road.
Yes, yeah.
Okay, then, in your opinion, what is the most reliable car maker in your country and why?
I think Japanese most excellent car maker is definitely Toyota. Toyota is not only the Japan, it's world leading car makers. And following car maker is Nissan, Honda, Mitsubishi, Daihatsu, also Suzuki.
Oh, yes, that's right.
There is many very excellent car maker in Japan. But that kind of car maker has some worried in the future. Most of the car change the battery cars because prevent global warming. So and it's a completely different technology. So the battery one or engines one. So and in the future, all car maker worried about their company still prosperous or something. So.
Oh, that's right. So if right now it's not only the car manufacturers worry, there are a lot of companies who worries about what will happen in the future. So because there are a lot of factors that contributes to decrease sales or decrease revenue in the company, right?
You are right.
Okay, then, thank you very much. And let's now do exercise 5. This will be the perspective. You have to agree or disagree and explain why. So for number 1 question, Yoshi-san, car insurance is one of the most important insurances that every person should get.
Of course, any driver has some risk or involved in car accident, so and they might hurt some drivers or pedestrians. So and it's some bad cases that they get their life itself. So it's of course all drivers have to take that kind of insurance.
Yes, that's right. So it's very important not only for the own driver's safety but also for other people's safety too.
Yes.
Okay, and number 2, automobiles are not ferocious. It is man who is to be feared by Robbins B. Stokel. What do you think of this?
It's a very right sentence. So car is just things. So not have life. So the most dangerous things is the drivers. So and all the driver make careful driving. So the car is a very convenient, comfortable vehicle. But there's some reckless, careless drivers. So at that time, car become ferocious. So this is not only just car problem. It's a problem of just driver. That's all.
Oh, wow, that's right. Because as what you have mentioned, car doesn't have any life. So it is the man or it is the person who controls this car. So there is nothing to be worried or feared of the car, but it is for the person or the driver to be feared of. So we have to limit our actions.
Yes.
Okay, wow, that was a Wonderful explanation. Thank you very much for that. Since it's already time, I would like to take the opportunity to thank you for a wonderful conversation again today, Yoshi-san. Please remain safe and be healthy all the time. And of course, enjoy the rest of your week.
You too. Bye bye. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
See you again soon.